Hello and welcome. Today you find me in Billund in Denmark, just outside their mini golf, which is located between the holiday village and Lalandia. And as you can tell by the title, that is exactly where we're going to go now and explore. We're going to have a look at the Lalandia accommodation. We're going to take a nice tour and a loop round just to see the different sizes of accommodation that are on offer, and also how close it is to the Legoland holiday village. And the one thing that I was amazed about was just how big Lalandia is in scale. It is absolutely enormous. The accommodations just go back and they just keep going and going and going, which you will see a little bit on in this video. Now, as we pan around to the right and just zoom in, those rooftops are the Ninjago cabins from the Legoland Holiday Village, so it is literally directly parallel. So if you are booking any sort of accommodation, you can see just how close they are. Now, the video originally was just over half an hour long, but obviously I've chopped it up because it's just this path that goes all the way around to the entrance and it opens up massively. So even though it is a pretty walk, I didn't think you'd want to see it all. But if you were to come here and wanted to do a full loop, you could do a full loop in just half an hour and just have a nice walk around. But like I said at the start of the video, the mini golf, that is public use. So you do not have to be staying at the Lalandia or the Legoland Holiday Village, because at this point this was being filmed, the Holiday Village was actually shut anyway, but you can walk up off the main road and get to the mini golf, and there's a video available on that of how it all works. But it is a good fun course. Now, just to the right hand side, we are about to see a gate which is just here. Have that for timing. That is the gate to the Legoland Holiday Village. That is their fire exit point as well. And everything that we're seeing now is all Holiday Village, where it's for caravans, tents, and so on and so forth. And then as I just pan round to the left, that is now how close the next batch of accommodation is for the chalets and things. Now you can see as we go up the numbers, or each pocket, shall I say, they are completely different colours. Each colour represents a different size. That also then represents the different amount of people that you can have staying within the accommodation at the same time. And they do get bigger and bigger. And then you've got some smaller ones on the other side as well. So if there was a group of 8 or 10 of you going, it would be very cost effective to do. I've never stayed here myself, so if you have stayed at Lalandia, then please do let me know what it's like. Is it worth the money? Let me know in the comments below, then everybody can keep bouncing ideas around and sort of help each other. But all the pricing structure is all available online, and obviously depending on what time you book and what part of the season, the prices obviously do vary a little bit, but I would say it's the equivalent of our centre parks in the UK, because they have everything that you can do there, but it's all under one roof rather than walking around. You literally just walk from the accommodation down to where it is, and you can go down to the Lego parks and then so on and so forth. So yeah, there's a lot to see up around this way, and if you're into your walking, it's absolutely spot on. Now we start to chop and change a little bit quicker now, just because you can see how long this is until we get a little bit further up to the top. So the accommodation on the right, that chain link fence, that is still the Legoland Park, which is about to finish, and then we still keep going now with the Lalandia area that you can see is beautiful. It is very, very pretty. So we're about to have a sneak peek in to these, and these are the next size up. You can see how nice these look. Probably one of those I would actually like to stay in. It'd be interesting to see what it's like on the inside. I don't know if these have extra bits and pieces with regards to steam rooms, saunas and all that side of things. Because of course, if you did it as a group, it would be quite cost effective, and then you wanted to have a non-Lego day as well, you could use the facilities to chill out in the morning, and you can go to Lalandia, and then you can do a bit of ice skating, bowling, you can go swimming, go down all the water slides. So there's lots of things you can do and how well we can use these accommodations, but that's just an added bonus if they have those facilities inside. Now, the reason why we're looking at this path now is because some of you are probably thinking, I'm never going to be able to walk this far. There is a land train. Now, the land train will take you to different stops. That goes directly from the front door from Lalandia, which is available in a different video, and then it goes up in a straight line and drops you off at the entrance of each pocket. So that will cut down your walk time a little bit, because the bit that we're now walking past is basically all grass. So we're coming to the entrance, so it'll be the bit obviously you see when you come in first. So it is set well away from the road, so it is lovely, peaceful and quiet. But yeah, the stops look like they might be lucky dips. So where I started from, where we started the video from the mini golf, a little bit further backing up, I think there might have been a stop there, which is obviously going to be stop number 1, and we go down sort of this line and then it keeps taking you up and it takes you down the different pockets, but it doesn't snake. I don't think it doesn't snake through the actual accommodation itself. It just goes up and then straight back down in a straight line, and then you just wait at the little train stop and it just takes you back. That is a farm, and it's just some of the outbuildings, so you can just see how quiet it is, and a load of people walking their dogs all up this way. But as we come up and pan round to the left, you can just see how far back the accommodation is from this path, and you can just see how big they are as well. These look like they're the absolute massive ones where they would fit 8 to 10 people. I think I counted 8 chairs. I think when I was watching this back, when I was editing it together, I was obviously talking at the point, but like I said, it was half an hour long of me just mumbling, even worse than what I am now. Now, there is a play area up at the top. They have got the same sort of jumpy, bouncy things that they do have at the Holiday Village as well, so they're the inflatable ones. And then as we come up and round in a second, and we'll get past the play area, we then get into the heart of the Lalandia itself, and it just forks off loads of different ways. So just from where the video is about to change now, we could go left, we could go right, and we could carry on going down. So I just literally did a horseshoe shape. I just went up and then came back down the first thing that I could find. These things here to the left are very clever, because they are just the bins. So you can just see how they're all hidden. They all look like they're part of the accommodation, and you can just put your rubbish and everything in those, and they're all different recycle points. Now, this chunky bit is where all the cars and stuff are going to be coming down, so we do play dodge the vehicles, because this was move-in day, I do believe. Now, I think what you've got to do for actually moving in, which we saw in the Lalandia video going around the main heart of it all, is that there is like a check-in kiosk. So I think what you've got to do is you've got to park outside the front of the Lalandia. You grab your key, your ticket and everything else, and then you just sort of hit the road, go left, come up and round on yourself, then you go through the barrier gates, and then you drive down, you find your accommodation. But like I said, it is absolutely enormous. So you will see right towards the end of the video how far back this goes. But each place different to the UK centre parks. You can park outside every single hut and chalet and a bit of accommodation that there is, rather than staying in one main car park and having to walk and sort of carry all your luggage and everything. It's very much a case of you just park up beside your building and you are there. With regards to this accommodation, the ones on the left hand side are the ones that we've already seen. We've just seen that from a different viewpoint. Now the ones on the right hand side, that is the next bay and batch, and then there'll be another bay, and when I said we get to the end of the video and when we get close to the land train, you will just see how far this goes back. Now with regards to the accommodation, for which one's your personal preference, just from looking at the outside only, which one would you prefer to stay in? Have you got any personal preferences at all? Just let us know in the comments below. Just to the left, that's the next batch of the red, which we've seen from the one side, and you can see all the cars are out there. And I was saying before, you can just drive up and just get to the front door, the side of the building, and you can just pull up and park up. Now it is really easy to use that kiosk just to check in, because I think you get free parking anyway, and you can just roop it around and you can come through the barriers at the front. But the other things that you can also do there, if you've not yet seen that video, as you come in, that's where you get all your food and everything from. So you've got a little bit of eating, you've got a load of takeaways, you've got a couple of restaurants as well. They do some cracking pizzas there. That's what I sort of lived on when I was over up this way. I stayed up when I was up this bit. I had the pizzas, and they were nice and tasty. But there's a full gym there, massive arcade games machines, huge ice skating rink. You got like a steakhouse, I do believe. You got more of a winter village, and that's where the ice skating is. You can buy some Christmas decorations all year round. Then you have the huge Aquadome, which I have not yet been in, and I cannot wait to get down some of those slides. Every time I try and go, I either run out of time or I forget to take my swim stuff. But they have got all of that side of stuff for sale. So there's lots of stuff that you can go shopping at. You've got a load of retail outlets. You've just got a lot of everything there. So if you are staying here and you forget, you've got all the bits and pieces that you can buy, stock up. You've got the shops. You've got like their equivalent of a supermarket there as well. So you can really stock up for a couple of days if you wanted to, and you can get all your drinks and snacks and everything like that. And then you've got all your main meals. And then, like I said, you've got loads and loads of different pieces you can do for fun. So you could spend a good day at Lalandia just going around soaking it all in, playing bowling and just everything, and just having a nice good time up this way, and just sort of having a bit more of a chilled out. So this is a really fantastic pan round of those bins. And now we're for the first time seeing this land train sign. So where that car's about to cross over the road and hopefully go straight over. Yep. The left and right is where the train goes. So where these trees are now, you can just see how far back this goes, and it just keeps going and going and going. So if you have stayed up that end before, again, let me know, because I'd love to know actually how far back it goes and how long the walk is, because it took me half an hour just to get to here. So it would be really, really interesting to know what it's like further up, but I was too tired, so I stopped. But in the comments below, let me know your thoughts of all the accommodation that you've seen. Would it be somewhere that you'd like to stay? Do you think you've got the legs to walk around it? But it does look very, very pretty. And obviously I'm lucky because it was dry, so I don't know what it'd be like in the wet. But guys, if you could like and subscribe and all that good stuff, it'd be massively helpful and much appreciated. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Ta-da.